Thanks for tuning in again to USA Celebrity Farewell. Within the past 48 hours, heartbreaking updates have arrived regarding the deaths of prominent cultural figures. We are focusing this segment entirely on keeping their stories alive. Along with that, we will run through a quick list of the stars we lost over the past few weeks. Before taking a look, please help our channel grow. If you wish to salute these legends and their contributions, kindly hit the like button. Thank you. Val Kilmer permanently altered the definition of a Hollywood action hero by transforming brute screen force into a chilling, calculated art form. Long before modern special effects, his razor-sharp intensity as Tom Kazansky in Top Gun and Chris Shiherlis in Heat proved that the deadliest weapon in cinema was a brilliant, unyielding mind. He completely rejected brainless action stereotypes, instead commanding high-stakes gunfights and intense psychological standoffs through his fierce, magnetic screen presence. However, his most grueling combat occurred entirely away from the cinematic spotlights. The ultimate personal crisis arrived when devastating throat cancer completely stripped away his legendary, husky speaking voice. Refusing to let this physical silence defeat him, he utilized advanced artificial intelligence to bravely deliver his final artistic contribution in Conspiracy. When his 65-year life journey concluded on April 1, 2025, we lost a fearless maverick who proved true strength lives within an unbreakable spirit. Valerie Perrine forever shattered Hollywood's rigid expectations by transforming her blockbuster action sequences into master classes of moral courage. Breaking through early industry biases as a former Las Vegas showgirl, her definitive career milestone arrived when she portrayed Eve Teschmacher in the 1978 superhero phenomenon Superman. Without superhuman abilities or heavy weaponry, her character executed the most unforgettable rescue mission in comic book history, proving that empathy could defeat absolute villainy. However, her most grueling battle took place after the cinematic spotlights faded. The ultimate personal crisis arrived as advanced Parkinson's disease and devastating medical expenses completely stripped away her physical mobility and financial stability. Confinement to a wheelchair never extinguished her legendary, vibrant smile. She met this severe physical decay with profound, quiet dignity. When her 82-year life journey concluded on March 23, 2026, we lost a fearless pioneer who proved that real strength is an act of love. Breaking news! Bridget Fonda has just delivered a shattering declaration that left the entire entertainment industry in absolute disbelief. At 62, the former princess of American cinema has permanently slammed the door on the dazzling spotlight, choosing an invisible path that Hollywood's ruthless machinery can no longer exploit. Long before her quiet appearance at a crowded airport exposed her weathered face to cruel public judgment, her very birth, on January 27, 1964 in Los Angeles, was an entry into a suffocating artistic empire. The surname Fonda was not a gift, but an immense historical burden that demanded total submission, casting giant shadows from her grandfather Henry's moral authority to her father Peter's counterculture rebellion in Easy Rider and her influential Aunt Jane. This extraordinary lineage became a golden prison where a young woman's identity was continuously measured against public memory, creating a deep psychological pressure that worsened when her parents' painful divorce fractured her domestic sanctuary. She grew up near doors that opened far too easily, spending her early years struggling to justify why she deserved to walk through them without disappearing entirely beneath her famous heritage. She refused to treat her lineage as a free pass, throwing herself into intense training to prove that only craft could survive the cold close-up of a movie camera. Her breakout performance in Scandal in 1989 secured a Golden Globe nomination, proving her watchful, restrained presence could command audiences without relying on family ties. The 90s transformed her into the defining silhouette of urban restlessness, balancing terror and deep vulnerability in single white female, while capturing the soft, generational longing of singles. She weaponized her intelligence through the brutal, physically exhausting transformation of Point of No Return in 1993, then bared her pure sincerity opposite Nicolas Cage in It Could Happen to You. Masterpieces like Jackie Brown and A Simple Plan solidified a versatile career built on quiet psychological depth rather than repetitive star imagery. Yet, the new millennium brought a slow, devastating cooling of studio attention, letting yesterday's familiar face become today's unanswered question. Then came 2003, and with it a horrifying automobile accident during a torrential storm on the Pacific Coast Highway that resulted in a painful fracture to her vertebrae. This severe physical trauma became her ultimate spiritual awakening, proving that when standing between life and death, her famous name could not reduce the agony of her fracturing bones. She surrendered completely to the protection of her private life, marrying composer Danny Elfman and finding a sacred purpose in raising her son, Oliver. When recent cameras captured her older natural self, she simply smiled and stated that being a civilian felt too nice. If her brilliant silences or her courageous choice to grow old away from the camera has ever touched your heart, honor this independent soul with a like as a quiet tribute to freedom. She is still alive. The sweet, comforting aroma drifting from a beloved bakery in Burbank, California, marks the peaceful final chapter of an extraordinary American life. Long before becoming a successful culinary entrepreneur, the woman kneading the dough was Joy Harmon, a legendary figure who permanently altered Hollywood history. Inside the intense 1967 cinematic drama Cool Hand Luke, her radiant presence operated as an immortal symbol of pure, unyielding freedom that single-handedly ignited a fierce emotional rebellion among confined men. She boldly rejected the harsh, superficial stereotypes of the entertainment industry, choosing to walk away from fame to entirely bake her own version of happiness. Her 85-year life journey concluded on April 14, 2026, following a sudden, exhausting combat against severe physical pneumonia crises at her Los Angeles home. Joy left behind a beautiful blueprint of self-determination, proving that true dignity means defining your own legacy rather than letting others shape it.